BattleBox Client, and welcome to a new mod for the T-Series, which I think might actually be the first one for the T-Series, which is the Gavril MT. So it's kind of like a mixture between the regular T-Series and the MD. I haven't really checked it out much yet, so this will be a first for myself. And today I'm going to be on controller because of many technical difficulties. And if you hear that beeping, that's just some more issues. But anyway, since right now I'm on a limited time, let's go hook up my load, which I believe is just back here. Back it up. So, basically what this adds is a completely new body style for the T-Series, which honestly looks very nice for a T-Series. Oh, will you shut up, you stupid beeping thing? We are in. Let's get going. So this essentially adds a lot of new stuff to the T-Series, including a brand new interior, a bit of a more modern interior, a more modern horn, and I think it's just generally a faster, newer version of the T-Series. And so far, actually pretty good. It goes actually really, really quick, and it is pretty tolerable when it comes to crashes. Clutch kick. Come on, get going. Now, right now, I don't have the cops on me, and I'll show you in the configurations in a minute once I pull into this little section here. Let's just pull in here, and I'll show you some of the other configurations. And perfect parking. So, this is the Gavril T-Series menu selector. But it adds, so the current version I'm using is the Arrow. It basically adds a lot of the current configurations, just adds the new body style version. So the base, the Arrow, cargo boxes, even some logging stuff, and a better base. And it even has a factory special, and don't think it adds anything for like the hammer lane, but I guess that's the factory special version. But for right now, let's go on the highway and cause some chaos, even though I kind of already have. But let's just say we gotta deliver the package in a certain condition. Let's just take this like it's Convoy, like the movie Convoy. I won't be putting any Convoy music in the background for simple reasons. Copyright. What is this guy doing? Why? Almost hit my freaking trailer. I can't see straight. Stop beeping. And bada boom. My turbo system is damaged. I can't turn. Well, that lasted very long. Well, with this bombshell, let's go check out some of the other configurations, shall we? And there just so happens to be a brand new truck in the parking lot right next to me. Wait, this is automatic? Really? Wouldn't expect a truck like this to be automatic. Now this, I'm assuming, is one of the most top range models of the MT, since it's absolutely huge, has an absolutely giant sleeper on the back. Oh, look, there's the Dorian. Haha, nice to see that. Stop beeping, please. And bada bing, bada boom. It wrecked my steering already. Why is it so much not tough compared to the regular T-Series? I don't understand. But let's take a look at, say, for example, the huge as crap logging config. And, like the other regular T series, since it's using the T and MD series, you can still open up the front, which basically means you can't see crap. But just click the strap and it closes it right back up. Now, the interesting thing, this is almost like SnowRunner now, like with the logging configurations, because look at that. You can see the weight transfer. Wow, impressive. But no, this is actually a really good mod. Like, this is essentially just Euro Truck Simulator, or American Truck Simulator. Rear diff, well, all the diffs locked. Big Ram, get out of my way. Average truck driver in 2025. 6, I mean. Ooh, this sounds good. Mind you, I always liked the sound of diesels. Especially diesel V8s. Probably started with the 7.3 and the 6-liter Power Strokes. But I'm gonna quickly pull a sick drift or flip. Well, let's just say my driver is very, very strong enough to lift over a heavy truck like this, which now has some big dents in it. Now, well, that's the average truck. Let's see, quick top speed test. Wow, you can actually look out the back. I have my adaptive mirrors with the tow mirror. Wait, oh, that's bent in because I rolled it. Wow, this thing, it doesn't get up to speed very fast, but once it's up to speed, it's pretty quick. Does it have another gear? No, but you can over-rev the thing like crazy. What is that guy doing? Probably getting out of the way of that freaking go. There's an H series. Everybody's pulling to the side of the road. I wonder why. Bye-bye, Dorian Bastion. Wait, pressure tank locking. Uh-oh. Big accident on the highway. Oh, very okay. Well, this is very unfortunate. Hold on, can I back it up? Wow, I wonder what idiot crashed that thing. Hopefully it's not the same idiot that's driving this huge-ass fuel tanker, because if so, well, the entire city of Bolesco is gonna be officially dead. Yeah, there are actually a crap ton of configurations. A lot of them are, like, the regular T-Series fitted with, like, the MT is essentially just making more, like, newer versions of the T-Series. Not quite as new as the MD. Braking performance is something. Is it great? No. Could be much better. I'm not hitting those cars. Because, well, screw that. And it's also gonna really damage all the suspension components. It looks like there's already a dent and everything. But I'm curious to see, will this actually explode? Hey, look, there's Muye's car from that one car hunt. From like 3 million years ago. Let's just see how this thing performs. I already broke the tire. How? 60 kilometers an hour. 70? 80? Not quite 80. Now it's 80. It doesn't turn left. I'm surprised it can get sent over the banking. The guardrail. It doesn't turn left. I mean right. It doesn't turn left either. It just doesn't. It doesn't turn at all anymore. Like, you need to use the handbrake to turn at all. Ma'am, I'm presuming you're a lady, because, well, those people drive SUVs like that. You're in the way. Even more steering and suspension damage. Whoa! It locks up like crazy when you try to turn to the right. But it still goes, which is very surprising. And bada bang bada boom! Wait, that wasn't as big as I thought. Mind you, we were only going like 50 kilometers an hour. And front impact with everything here. Let's just take a quick comparison between the two, like side by side. So, these are the two different T-series. So, the one on the left here is the MT, the one on the right is the regular T-series. So, quickly opening the hood here, maybe. So, opening them up, they have a fairly similar engine. This one has the i6. This one also has an inline 6, but what appears to be a much older tune. I think this one has a bit more detail, but a quick sound check here. Well, it's a brand new day, because I realized that my recording decided to not work. Well, not that didn't work, is when I muted my mic to record, like to get the sound for the exhaust for the trucks, I forgot to unmute it for the rest of the video. So, yeah, it hasn't worked. So, Lansdale, your fault. But right now, we're going to be testing out we're going to be taking the MT series for a test drive, um, to see how different it is from the regular T series. Now, so far, one thing I noticed, you have to hit a vehicle straight on for it to work. Lock the diffs. Why am I stuck? Hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay, with my superhuman strength, I got the truck out, which is surprising. Now the fender ain't looking too good, so I'm going to have to bend that out. Well, I didn't bend it out, but I bent it in and out of the way. But now the entire tire's locking up, so I think it might be time just to, get rid of the hood altogether. Where the heck did it go? Just on top of it, casually on top of another roof. But we should be pretty Gucci right now. Yeah, it turns actually, surprisingly, alright. Now, the acceleration up the hill with this thing ain't that great. But, I mean, it still goes, and I believe it's a fully loaded fuel tanker, so it's not doing half bad. I crawled my way up the big hill, and by the church, I believe, yeah, that's a church. And today we're going to do right now we're going to do the famous church downhill bombing run that I feel like just about everybody and their dog that plays BeamNG has done. Over the Barstow. Oh, that was a big one. 130. Floor it. Oh, big flames. Surprised it didn't hit anybody there, but I guess they decided to get out of the way. So, now, time to go to the T-Series. Shall we? So we are now in the regular T-Series, that's in the vanilla game. And, how did this guy lose a tire? One big difference that you can immediately notice, one, it's heavier. And two, it has a bull bar on the front, which makes a lot more sense for a tanker, especially what I believe is a fuel tanker. Now, I much prefer the whole interior of the T-Series, but I can see how people would like the MT interior because it's a newer truck. Oh no. Well, there goes my steering. Well, so, one thing, the repair guys in this game are stupid good. The only thing that they couldn't fix was this front bull bar. So now when you turn too far to the right, maybe even the left wheel just kind of rubs against the bull bar there. But it is still very much drivable. Like, you would easily be able to get to your destination with this janky yaw setup. Like, it still goes. You can still ram into people at full speed and be very much still intact. Come on, game. And you can still make turns pretty well, which is surprising for rubbing steering. And so far, I'm thinking this actually has better hill acceleration than the MT, which is it both is and isn't surprising considering, well, this is a manual where the MT isn't. But it's still kind of surprising how such an old truck like this can still go. And look at that. See, that left wheel is kind of locked up because of the rubbing. Back at the church again. Oh, handbrake. Handbrake turn. Very nice handbrake turn, actually. Same thing. Church, hill, run. Yeah. But this time I'm gonna, on the last hill, I'm actually gonna attempt to brake. Now it's really pulling hard to the right. Get out of the way! Wow, this thing actually has really good brakes. Let's take a look. Oh, big flames. Brake. Look at that. It goes from like 50k to a dead stop in seconds. Now, I'm not sure whether this is full or not, but either way, still pretty good. Well, this is the remains of the other truck. Flee. Oh, wow. That dent has gotten surprisingly bad. I might have to pull out my guy again. Oh, I didn't know you could lock. I forgot that you could lock the diffs on this one. Not so good J-turn because that wheel keeps on locking up. Hold on, let me see if I can bend out that stupid thing. There. Now it's bent out of the way. A little bit sketchily, but hey, look at that. It's out of the way. Hold on. I'm going to see if I can straighten out just a little. Who is beeping? That moron who looks like he's burned his clutch. Well, gonna have to stick with that, I suppose. Well, what the hell just happened? Well, there goes the guy with the burnt clutch. Now what else is rubbing? Bruh, now the right side's rubbing a little bit. What is this? Head-on collision. Whoop-pow. Next to no damage to my own truck. Oh, I'm scraping on the top, but it fits! Oh boy, this... How is it fitting? It was like it was designed to go through here. Well, I don't think the developers were intending people to do that with this truck. It'd be scratched to hell on the top if this game, had scratches. Great, now that wheel's bent in the wrong direction. Drift. Now, unfortunately, I don't think there's any drag configurations or any, destroyer configurations. Mod. mod dev. Add those. Add proper destroyer configs. Wow, this thing's actually surprisingly hanging up. Although when you brake hard, the entire front bit just kind of goes a bit like crazy. Why don't we get a run up this hill and just go full beans, full speed. That's what I'm gonna do. Back it up, beep, 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 beep. We have now backed up the hill. And yes, I did back up the hill. I have footage of it right here. And there is a little bit of damage. The hood is facing that way, while the guard is facing that way. And now if you back up, it completely wrecked the steering. Anyway, full ramming speed ahead! And you can see all the carnage that I caused down here. Full speed ahead! Oh, no, that was not good. That tire's locked up again. Full speed ahead! Turn! Well, you might not actually be dead, but you'd be pretty darn close. Let's inspect for damages. Well, actually, it's not too bad. Missing the... Well, no, we're not actually missing the board up here. The entire tire has been ripped off, its hub. Uh, the guard is facing that way now. Left. Gee, the hood is mangled. You got a clear view of the engine, though. Which is always nice, and it's running full speed. Yeah, overall, we're missing the boards. The entire front end is mangled, but a new... What am I caught on? Well, overall, it's not doing too bad. Just got to replace the steering on this side, a new wheel, new running boards, hood, guard. So basically, a good chunk of the front chassis. But the main components, like the engine and everything, are still all right for the most part. But this guy is probably very much dead. So, yeah, I can sufficiently say that the truck is now dead. And, let's take it. I'm gonna take both of the tankers to the drag strip just to see how much of a difference there is. So, time to hop back in my destroyed rig, call the repairman. So, we got insurance again for both trucks, surprisingly. Who approved of that, I have no idea. But first, we're going to be taking the T-Series down there. So, launch. That was a really good launch. Oh, and it's in overdrive. Let's go. Blasting the horn. Big speed down the straight. Come on. 80. 85. 90. 94. 24-second quarter mile. That is not great. But you know what else is not great? Completely wrecking a truck. Steering doesn't work, everything. Now, on that explosion of a truck, let's take a look at the MT. Launch. This Wendover's beating me. And I'm going full throttle. No, I'm beating him. Okay. And time is a 24-second. So I think it's like about a few points slower, faster than the truck over there. Ooh, this is a nice sound. But anyway, hope you guys like that. I apologize for the lack of quality in this video. Smash like, subscribe, share around. Hoping to hit 200 subscribers by the summer. Anyway, see y'all next time. BattleBox launched into the stratosphere. Okay. And my tank's gone. But it somehow still drives. Look at that. I'm just a bit stuck because none of the rear wheels are on the ground. Or it's just automatic doing automatic things. Surprisingly, no fire. Anyway, BattleBox out.